So let's ideate some different tribes for you guys, right? So let's look at and go, what is a good tribe? Who are some people that you want to attract into your business, Angie? Remember, Angie does consumer credit counseling, so it's like a step above bankruptcy.
We also do HUD housing.
Huh?
We also do HUD housing.
Also do HUD housing. So who are those people? Like, and you're going to have to draw some stereotypes. You're going to have to, and you can't just be judging yourself for it. You're going to go, this is who they are. How do I find them on social? And what bait, should we say, attracts them in today that I could use tomorrow to tell them the message I want them to hear? So what do you think that demographic is?
For people or businesses?
People.
People? People that like to shop, go to the casino.
That's what you're saying, is that they're losing all their money shopping at Kohl's and going to the casino?
Yeah.
Okay. So then how would we anybody have any ideas? You're welcome to pop in. How would we attract those people into a fun post, into something that would be fun that Angie could play with them with?
Are you a Maxinista?
Huh?
Are you a Maxinista?
Are you a Maxinista?
Like,
show all your shoes in your closet.
You know, like that.
They still have tags on it.
Yeah, that's something good too. That's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah, the last time you donated, how much of your stuff, drop me a number below, how much of your stuff still had tags on it? Drop me a comment down below. That would be a great post. And then, I mean, that was ideal. I love that.
Because it cringes. I cringe. I do it. I'm guilty.
What size are you? I wouldn't do what? Huh?
What time of year?
Exactly.
I've got the best, not so great. Oh, this is December.
Nobody cares right now. We're all eating turkey and stuffing. So that's a great idea, right? Okay, so yes. Sure.
So in that case, like, let's say you make a post, like how many items that have tags and we don't have. So let's say I have like a personal page that has like thousands of friends. But then the business one has like nothing if you're trying to grow. Would you post it on the business page or on your personal one? And then when you make that post about the credit help, you put it on a business one and share it?
So I would literally do it on your personal profile, because you have more people there. That's where your audience is right now, right? So I would do it on my personal profile, get all the engagement going, and then tomorrow, because this is what you do, right? So let's say that you were doing a comedy show and you did something and we get a bunch of it, and then tomorrow you're going to go, you guys know what? I'm going to be live tomorrow at the Blackthorn, blah blah blah. Come out and see me. Tickets are XYZ. Like, it may be hey, drop me your best dad joke. You know what I'm saying? Best dad joke down below wins a free ticket to my thing tomorrow, whatever it is, right? And then they want more information. You can link to, if you're intelligent, you have made an event on your Facebook business page that says this is when the show is, this is the address, and you can I always put in the first comments if I'm using Facebook. If I'm doing an event or a link to anything, it goes in the first comment. Facebook will squash your reach if you're putting the link outside of Facebook in that original post, because you're taking somebody off the platform. Right? And you want your post to get as much reach as you can. So if you're linking to something outside of Facebook, always put, hey, link in first comment, and then go down to first comment after you post it, and then put that link in there that they can come out and get registered. And you guys probably saw me do that on the posts for this. Like, I would have the thing on there and it go, the link to register for this is in the first comment, go down there below. So yes, on your profile, and then make sure that like you have the event set up on your Facebook page, the business page. So if you have a comedy business page, then I would put that event there, and then you can link over to it in that first comment. Make sense? Okay, Jacob, let's build a tribe for you. Jacob sells cars at an independent lot that you probably have like, what, 10, 15 cars on the lot?
Yeah, 6.
Generally?
Yeah.
Okay. And so who are your buyers?
Mixed, first time buyers. If they have a cosigner, you get them done. Got older people that know what they want. We got them, and then we got in between, middle-aged people.
Okay, so if you went out today and you looked at what you have the most of right now, of the vehicles that you have the most of right now, is there a demographic that stands out for what your inventory looks like right now?
Mid-size SUVs, family view.
There you go. So then if that's what I have the majority of, I have the most opportunities to sell a mid-size SUV, and these are family vehicles, and then that conversation today has to be 2 families. How do I bring families into this conversation? Let's all ideate something for Jacob. How do you get a family, a post that will get families or soccer moms or soccer dads or whatever to comment on these posts. Anybody? Sarah?
I think the seat number, the
Car seat one? I think so too, especially if you got a third row. If you got a third row, I mean, you should be doing the car seat thing right now. Like, and the key thing is he has 4 kids, right? How old are you, Jacob?
21.
21. Jacob has 4 children.
Yes.
The last one, which was a mistake, was twins. Just so y'all know, like that was not an on purpose. That was a holy crap. And we were comforting his wife, and she was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So the cool thing is like you can even do like a video and then speed it up in one of the apps, right? And you can like have all 4 car seats on the road, and you'd be plopping all 4 of your kids in there right there. And then the thing is like how many car seats at one time have you had to? And even if they're booster seats, right, it's considered a car seat. How many have you had to have? Whatever, da da blah. And when they answer, like when they go, I've had 3 or I've had 4 or I've had whatever, you go, oh, did you do that in a van or were you in an SUV? Were you in a third row SUV? And now you're having a conversation about vehicles, right? Back and forth with them, but you're still not selling them. That's cool. That's cool. Whatever your vehicle was. And then tomorrow is, these are 3 third row SUVs. All your car seats will fit in here. Always bring that word back in that you tied them to yesterday. All of your car seats will fit in here, right? That would be absolutely great. Sarah has a massage parlor. I know. I'm just kidding.
No.
Sarah has the best spa in town. So Sarah, let's ideate something for Sarah. Who's your ideal client? Where do you see the majority of your people falling into a bucket? Male, female?
Probably female, but not always.
Okay.
I was gonna
So like an 85-15, you think?
Different direction.
Sure.
Of like same day people, morning and day. Not they don't pay it. That's okay. You see a lot of that.
You see it with me all the time. Like that's the only time you ever see me same day.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Just because I this me, I don't like. What are your thoughts on like? I was thinking like the small car lot. You know, there's people that will join the Facebook groups. Is it because your groups, whenever you post in those, you have a really target audience, and you can build those groups. But there's groups that are in town that I think that a funny post about. You know, I saw guys drop. He made a contraption up in Home Depot. Like the 3 baby carriers.
I saw that too.
Yeah, so we all saw it.
Yeah, on that flatbed.
That video would be like a perfect way of like, hey, there's SUVs, but then it goes into one of the Facebook groups. I know I target interior designers, real estate agents, you know, all of you guys. I target those within my Facebook group and things like that. But the video content that like you do, that's why I always giggle at. I was like, oh my gosh, like she's so right. And it's my spirit animal. But like, they've been starting my spouse part. Like if you were to talk about, hey, I'm 46 years old. Is your back hurting? You know, guess what? We have same day like massages and like, you know, and it just shows someone that's decrepit like me, like, you know, walking like an old man Frankenstein. So, you know, those are just things that I'm asking.
Yeah, for sure.
Are those good?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yes, Caleb.
Okay. So how do you differentiate? Because that's probably not your ideal dream customer, though, right?
Right.
The same day service. So how do you differentiate between going after business and going after ideal?
So here's what I would think for your business. And thank you for saying that, because like that just triggers my brain. That if it was a second longer, I would have already lost it. So I think about I would make a post like if you had this offering, if you had the offering of a membership service, right? Like they could pay and then they could do whatever, right? I would think like I would put a post at Netflix, Hulu, whatever, and go, how many of you have more than one of these subscriptions, right? Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever. I don't know what everybody subscribes to, Prime, whatever, right? And they all comment down, right? And then tomorrow my offering would be, did you know that there's a membership available at Harmony and you can pay this much per month all the time? And then there will always be whatever your offer is to them for that. That would bring them over to here. And then that would be great. So like if you had a membership for me, you know, like in Robin, you could come 3 times a year because that's all I would freaking need. I'm like, Sarah, I have a migraine. She's like, fine, come at 3. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like that offering would work good with this, you know, with having this offering, tracking them in with the subscriptions they already have. And the cool thing is with a membership thing like that is, you want to know how many people always forget to cancel their stuff?
It's called a subscription. People want to get out of membership.
Yeah, subscription for sure.
You subscribe to your stress-free life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, none of us have a stress-free life. Go here.
100%. What else? Let's see here. Okay, tell me about your business again. I have several businesses. One of them is trees. Now, I did watch an entire video yesterday of some dude cutting down this big ass oak tree. And I was like, yes, I knew it was going to crash something. And he was just like one guy with the chainsaw cutting this thing. And I was like, what is it? There's not a rope on it for them to direct it down. I was panicking. I watched the whole stupid thing. So does your content look like that? Do you have that kind of content? Why not? I watched it and I don't even want to have a tree removed.
And it's just a matter of that I don't go out and follow the crew around to get the content.
Because it'll blow. That stuff will go fast. It didn't take off. So we walk back in, work for a couple more hours. 3 o'clock, I go, I'm going to go check, see if the fire is even doing anything. It's out. Nothing's happening. Not a thing. Not an ember. Not even a little thing of heat that you can see in the air. Nothing. I said, I'll bring the gasoline tomorrow. We'll get it tomorrow. So, middle of the night, fire department's there because apparently it finally took off. And it's like people think our building's on fire. So Beverly's texting me going, don't worry about the phone calls. I went up because I'm like, I'd never heard the phone calls because my phone's on silent. We both live Hickory Hills, Fountain Road. Like that's how far it is. Like you turn out of our neighborhood and then you turn right at the four-way stop and I'm at work. And that's how far, and she lives on my same block. And so, but I videoed that first part of it and I hadn't done anything with it. I videoed like 23 minutes of it. And then she sends me the videos of the fire and I'm like, I'm stitching this together. This is going to be content. So I did a time lapse and I sped up the speed on it because otherwise it was 23 minutes worth of video. But you could do that so that it'll go right to the side of their truck. And they just put it on, they put their phone, they just hit record and they go to work. And then afterwards, at the end of the day, you get their content off their phone and then you do what you want to with it. And they're literally, if you're on TikTok, the TikTok shop has those for $5.99, those little suction cup things. They are amazing. I should have brought one with me. I think it's in my Jeep still, isn't it? Or did I bring it with me?
Which one?
The suction cup one.
It's in your Jeep.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want it?
No. I was just going to show them what it looks like. Here's another cool tool that you can do too if you're wanting to get some content of what's going on. So this is, if there's a gadget in the world, I own it. Like I own more gadgets. It works. Anyways, it does come apart some way because I did it the other day. So this is like you want to do POV stuff, right? You want to do POV stuff, like you're wanting to do stuff at the bar and you want to show them, I'm making a cocktail, whatever. This bends, you do whatever you want to with it. And you get this whole POV point of, right? Yep. Absolutely.
Screws onto a tripod.
These are just really fun gadgets that can help you get the content that you want. Like you're typing up a contract, you're doing whatever you're doing, and you got this. And now the thing is that you have to make sure this thing comes up because unless you have a small head, like you're stuck. No, it comes off. It came off yesterday. Anyways, well, it might have. So yeah. So getting content for them is just like now it's got to be, hey, you're responsible today while you're there, and show them how to do it. You put it here, you hit the play, and you record this stuff. And when you come back tonight, airdrop it to me, and then I'll have this content for whatever. And then so you may go through it like he recorded hours and hours of his stuff, right, to find like 2 to 3 maybe videos he could pull out of it. And you may just have that. You like maybe the good part is that they're through all of the trimming all the stuff down. And now they're getting ready to do the thing. And like what happens at that point? We're all going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah. I watch women put wigs on all day long. I'm like, how do they make it look? How's that part look so good? Where are they gluing that down at? How come we don't see that stuff? I can promise you, I hate hair more than anything on the face. It grosses me out. And I'll watch a wig video for hours. I'm never going to wear one. But I'm interested in that crap. Don't know why. So you can grab that content. You just have to be diligent about how do I want to get it? Not I have to be the one to do it. No, you don't. You just have to respond. And you know what? I had someone tell me a long time ago, if you want somebody to do something, you spiff them for it. Every time you shoot a video, bring it back to me, and I have content for social media, I'll give you $25.
Buy lunch.
So you spiff for the result that you want. Okay. Nathaniel, you're pretty new to real estate, old in automotive. How are you going to build a tribe? Where are you going to focus your career at?
Probably those first-time buyers, the younger generation.
The ones that won't judge you and hurt your feelings?
I mean, that'd be great. But really the people that maybe need a little more attention, a little more help, maybe walking through the educational side of it, and of course, fun.
I'll tell you.
We'll spin off the dad joke side where you go.
All right. I'll tell you what I did whenever I was a realtor. I didn't know that properties are so, and okay, you have to understand, we had what was called an MLS book. Okay, it was a book that was 2 weeks behind. By the time you're digging through the book to see if something's available, it probably isn't. Anyways, so, but one of the things that I did is I spent 1 day a week touring vacant properties. Just so I didn't want to disturb anyone. I didn't want to have to set an appointment to go see anything. I just wanted to go tour vacant properties, and I would pick a price range. So at the time, I may have picked $60,000 to $75,000 vacant homes. And what you can do is you can grab content while you're out there too. And it may be a Pro 100 listing. It may be a Charles Burt listing. It doesn't matter. You know, I was in this great house today. You don't have to show the address of it or whatever. Go ahead.
Get permission.
Get permission.
A listing agent never. Just always get permission and give credit, because if it's not your listing, it's not your property.
Right. So clear that. But like if you're making, you don't even have to talk about, you don't have to video the house. You could just video yourself and go, you know, I toured 3 really great 3-bedroom, 2-bath family homes today with fenced yards and a 2-car garage. They're in this price range right here. And you don't have, but now you have content to talk about because you were in them, and one of them had the greatest vaulted ceilings in it, whatever. Like I'm saying, you're creating content that is spurring some conversation. So don't be afraid to go and look at the inventory that's out there, and you don't need an invitation to do it, just so you know. Like you can just call them and go, look, I'm just going to go preview it. I'm going to do that thing. Nick, where's your specialty in real estate?
Well, I've been doing 5 years, so I would say right now.
Were you gray in your beard when you started?
Yeah, because of her.
Good girl.
So,
good girl, Erin.
But Sphere is probably my biggest benefit. So when I started,
what is?
My Sphere.
Oh, your Sphere. Okay. Yeah. I thought you said fear, and I'm like, good for you.
But I just, people that I know.
Yeah.
So especially when I started, I was brand new. And so I would just call them and say, hey, you might have a realtor, but I just want to let you know, this is what I do now. If somebody comes up and you don't no longer use them, that just gets my foot in the door to a lot of people that I know. And so I was on a team. So for the last, I don't know.
So all referral business, no new business, no people that don't know you?
Well, I'll get I do some cold calling, circle prospecting, which can be pretty successful as well. And so that's
you do it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'll try to find a house. I'm from CJ, so I just know a ton of people in CJ, and so I'll Sphere like CJ.
How old are you?
42.
Okay.
So
did you graduate from CJ?
Yeah. So I use all that. I mean, that's what, because I just know so many people in CJ.
What's your last name?
Williams.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, no. So that's I mean, that's kind of what I do is I just reach out to past teachers, past parents of kids that I was friends with, because they know me, they know my parents, and if I am of my parents, then they already know that trust is probably already there, even though there might be an age gap with them being parents of my friends, you know, so it's kind of what I work on.
Cool. And so how would you attract new people into that sphere? Like do you want more CJ clients?
Oh, I mean, I would love. Yeah.
So then a lot of your content has to be Bulldog, what sports are going on. You know, Friday night's the best night to show property in Carl Junction because everybody's at a football game and the doors are all unlocked. True story.
So we tried to do that this year. Basketball season, we did Chuck a Duck. So I sponsored it. So I paid for ducks for brother graduation. And so we had like all these kids, because kids love to throw stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, how many?
I don't know, probably at least 30 kids every time. So our son is a senior, so pretty much anything with project graduation, we have sponsored it this year.
I'm sure.
To just try to kind of promote him while we have that avenue to try to appeal to new people, especially parents that we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of those, I mean, they could either be empty nesters, and maybe they have a 4-bedroom house they no longer need anymore, or they are going to be an empty nester in 2 or 3 years. So trying to get that attention now might not get anything from it today from that person, but maybe in 2 years.
But how do you're counting on them to remember?
So if I know them, I reach out to them.
Okay.
And I keep in contact with them personally.
Okay.
Yes.
So like, I think that the point of this is that you're going to figure out how to be in front of them more regularly than that. You're going to have to be in, so you have to provide value, right? So you have to provide enough value that you're their guy, whether they know it or not. I always think that I want you to be the trusted advisor in the whatever process you're in. So the trusted advisor in the home buying process, that's who you need to be. So, I had a plumber as a client. Did you know, raise your hand if you know all the things you shouldn't put down a garbage disposal. All the things. What things do you think are good to put down a garbage disposal that are okay?
Okay. Small food scrap.
Okay. What else? What did you say over here?
Eggshells.
No.
No.
Noodles. No.
Not potatoes. Not potatoes.
There was a video, like while I was doing social media for this plumber, I was like watching this video that was like interviewing all of these plumbers going, hey, is it true that you can put eggshells down a garbage disposal? He's like, no, you can't. Another plumber, should you put da-da-da-da? No. Like, it's like, what things should you put down a garbage disposal? And the guy's like, nothing. Like, why do we have them then? Because I'm the world's biggest about eggshells in the garbage disposal. I think they're going to scrape up stuff on the way down and carry it on out. No, apparently not. But I think about like the things like that you too?
No.
Oh, like I'll put
Not to put stuff.
No.
Trash cans.
I don't know why I have it then. I just don't know. It's a lie. They've sold us a lie. That's what's happened. They're better than we are. Damn it. But I think about that. So I think about for you, Nick, like what are some helpful tips that you can provide on social media that would now make you be the guy? I think about, so I have a neurologist because I have migraines, right? Matter of fact, I was supposed to go see him today. And I was like, nope, this is more important because I don't have a headache right now. If I'd had a headache, I'd have been late. But I think about like for you, like one of the things that plastic surgeons are doing right now, these videos are trending everywhere, is true or false. This is good, this is bad. This is good, this is bad, right? And my neurologist wants to be on TikTok, but he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, dude, this is so easy. Like, here's some myths about migraines. Does this help? Sticking your feet in warm water, rate it 1 out of 10. Ice caps, rate it 1 out of 10. Peppermint oil, rate it 1 out of 10. I can tell you all the migraine remedies there are in the whole wide world, just so y'all know. Yeah. And so I think about that for you, Sarah, right? So what are some myths about massage? And you can rate stuff 1 to 10. Like, here are some things that we do to make our muscles feel better or our joints feel better. And then she could interview you, Annalyn could interview you and go, Sarah, 1 out of 10, icy hot, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are really good. And like for Nick, or for any of you that are in real estate, so for landscaping, you want to interview a landscaper, you want him to be on your channel, you go, look, I want you to give me the top 10 things that are great for my yard right now, this time of the year, for my grass. What should I be doing? And he's going to go, number 10, X, number 10, blah, blah, blah. And it can have them all lined out ahead of time. Or you go, well, what about X? And he's like, no, never do that thing. And now you're becoming the trusted advisor in the home buying process, right? Whether it's how long should my roof last? I don't know. And I don't know when I bought it, how long it had been up there before I bought it, right? Shasta's finding that lucky story out. She's like, I don't even know. It's like she had a roof inspection. Like, she probably needs a roof pretty soon, just so y'all know. Don't insure her. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, Johnny. She's like, thank God I got insurance. But those things that are the services that are vertical to you, those are great things for you to be the trusted advisor in the home buying process, the trusted advisor in the cut down your tree process, the trusted advisor in, hey, we've got property for rent and this is what our homes look like and our tenants do these things right here. Top 10 things tenants leave my house looking like when they move out.
Dude, Josh Stifler did such a big deal on that. I don't know if anybody's...
He's supposed to be here today. Where is that little turd?
He's on his way to Pittsburgh. I actually got off the phone with him when I was walking in.
Gotcha.
I don't know if anybody saw that video. He had a video he posted a couple months ago where he had tenants leave a house pretty bad. And he did a walkthrough and like there was stuff all over the walls and holes in the walls, stuff, trash everywhere. Like that, I think if people showed more of that, it would explain more of why security deposits are so high, why rent's so high, why you have to do a credit check. Like, it would explain.
I mean, you think about that. If they take like a $500 or $600 deposit and they've left it like this, you're not even getting the trash hauled out of there for $600, let alone the place repainted, the carpet redone, any of that stuff. And so there's I mean, that's behind. Shawn's getting ready to tell you, like, one of the best things that he would tell people to do all the time is that behind the scenes stuff. Like, it's what is gold, right? And you guys don't think about it because you're busy doing it. Get something that will just record your day to day, that will just record you all the time, and then go back and go, that's content. That's content. Yes.
I got a question. How do you feel about like when you do the content where it's like 10 reasons?
What's your home country? Your accent is lovely.
Germany.
Love it.
When you do like helpful stuff, like 10 reasons you should do this, or like what's your opinion on like doing it in a post versus like a newsletter where, you know, if you send a newsletter, it reaches everybody on your mailing list?
I don't read your newsletter.
So you don't even.
How many of you guys have unopened emails right now?
I don't even know what it is.
Because I feel like there's so many marketing coaches that always push mailing lists, like get everybody.
How old are they?
Yeah, I think it's the new generation. He just said he didn't know what a newsletter.
So don't even worry about that anymore because everybody always pushes like, hey.
No, so don't worry about it. But if that's your main focus, like Shasta has a newsletter, we have a newsletter as well. However, like if I look at my open rate, if I send a newsletter out to 2,000 people and I have an open rate of 13%.
That's time better spent.
Yes, absolutely. And not only that, like you could tell that message 10 different ways on social media, 10 different times on social media, and still get that message out there. And you can have several different platforms that you're pushing it to as well. I'm not saying don't have a newsletter. Like that stuff is, having an email list is always valuable. Like people who were worried that TikTok was going down, the ones that had an email list, didn't give two craps. They were like, so what? Go down. I have my email list. I still can contact all of my people. Yes, Jeanette.
Oh, my struggle, I love to take behind the scene videos and I have some. He doesn't like it. So the moment I take my camera out, he goes like this. So he'll be doing something I think is fun or something and he immediately freezes. So I think I like the idea of just having it recording and he won't even know.
I mean, I'm going to.
Social media.
Is this your husband?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you that most of the time my husband doesn't know I'm recording him, and it's better that way. It just is. It's like there's, you know, it is what it is, and you're just going to have to get comfortable with like there's a third eye on you all the time, literally because there's content that goes on, and will you cash that check? Oh, okay. Well, then I would get the hell over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you may even have like some older phones that you're not using anymore and they weren't worth trading in or whatever. Use those. Like, okay, let me tell you about this guy right here. So he has two phones, which is great because he's always creating content somewhere, except for I had both numbers. And then last night, my phone merged both of them into one contact. So I'm texting him and I'm texting him and I'm texting him and it's going to his content phone and not his phone. I'm like, I don't know. I said, I literally texted you an hour ago. He goes, no, you did it. I'm like, I did, but it had merged and both of those numbers were lined up under one contact and it was going to that one instead of this one. So he had to order his own food last night.
For like an hour, like when
he's like, I'm starving.
I'm like sit there and sit there. I'm on the phone with the business partner of mine. I'm like, Robin's not calling me. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm like, what are they doing? And finally, I'm like, I'm starving and like really tired. She's like, I texted you an hour ago, dude. I'm like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, oh my God, guarantee you got that.
Yeah. So if you have one of those, like literally just have it somewhere, and then that one is just for content, and so you have that available, and then you just get used to ignoring it. Just literally, just get used to ignoring it. Ain't nobody gonna make you look like an idiot. Like if you're an idiot, it's just gonna be funny. You know what I'm saying? And if you go back and read Mel Robbins' book, let them. Who cares what they think about you? They're gonna think about you anyways. So who cares? Yes, ma'am.
For her, since your husband does that, there is a group, two couples on Facebook. One, they throw shaving cream.
Oh my God, I love them. The balloons, I'll have the balloons suspended from here. She walks in, it's like whack. And it's like a shaving cream balloon that like just explodes everywhere. They're the best.
And then the other one is where
I don't know who they clean up that crap afterwards.
Oh, I know, right? They actually show them doing time lapse of cleaning up. But then there's the other couple that they do the challenges that people send them to do, and they promote their merchandise themselves. I mean, that would be interesting for you two to do.
Yeah.
And you know, Gary, I don't know if you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is? Do you know who he is? Okay, so Gary V actually got started because his dad owned a liquor store, and he started doing wine TV back when YouTube had just started. He was like one of the very first people on YouTube to actually use it as a platform, and he would rate wines, and you couldn't sponsor him. You couldn't pay him to rate your wine and say shit about it. If it was garbage, he's a New York Jets fan, God rest his soul, and he had this big Jets bucket, so he would taste these wines, tell you where it's from, blah, blah. And this was a $4.95 bottle, da, 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 da. And he would spit it in the Jets beer bucket. You know, those metal beer buckets, whatever, he would spit in there. And he built his entire following. The guy's like, guy owns Vayner Media. He owns VaynerX. He owns all of these big marketing companies now. And he started by just honestly reviewing wines, good and bad. This is the Chardonnay. We're looking at those today. A good friend of mine recommended this one, this one, and this one. We're going to taste these today. And he would literally just rate them and go, you know what? I personally don't like this, but I know you may do that, but she's going to love this one because it's fruitier or it's drier. Like my husband hates dry wines. He only likes a Moscato or something that tastes like a pound of sugars in it. And so like if there was any, he'll go, it tastes like twigs and stems. And so like those can be funny videos, right? Like, it's going to be love it or leave it, right? I love this one, and he's going to go leave it. She'll love that one. And then you taste the sweet one and go, nope, that one's going to be his. And you're going to, you know what I'm saying? There's like so much good content that you guys could make that would be fun between the two of you as well in that arena of stuff that you're already selling, serving. What did I do with my paper? Oh, here it is. There it is. If you guys want to take a break for a minute, let's break for about 10 minutes. We come back in here. I'm going to set up for Armand. He is going to be 30 minutes of teaching us some marketing stuff online. I'll get him queued up. And then after that, we have Del Rio is being set up out here. So you guys have free lunch. There's going to be sodas and drinks and everything out there too. So you'll be, your bellies will be full and you'll be all burpy from the sodas that Beverly brought.